Nice and convenient. Alright, this is it. Deluxe on the pole. Sims Racing for Brexit. This is the 2017 SCARTS Daytona 500. Deluxe taking us nice and slow. And we are off. Give me the push there. That charter came up to my inside. Probably should have protected the inside better instead of getting strung up in the middle. Yeah, charter's in the lead now. That's fine. Kind of want to hang out on the inside here. Harder to make a mistake. Well, you can hit the yellow line, but harder to get wrecked at least. I'll just stay right here for a bit. Jaws is the only one following me. A bit odd there. Not sure quite what happened. Jaws isn't pushing me this time. Shemek in there. Oh. Shemek's good to push. Usually pretty predictable. Good to work with. Not too worried about leading every lap. Which just gets annoying trying to push somebody who's trying to make crazy moves all the time. Easier to just kind of hang out and keep the line moving. Well-organized outside line is gonna be faster than a well-organized inside line, but it's so easy for the outside line to get messed up by the inside line. Looks like we lost Deluxe, unfortunately. It was too far back to pull back in. As long as nobody else falls out like that. Worst case scenario, he gets lucky dog. And then he's right back in it. It's not like this race is going to go green all the way. A lot of momentum there. Hard to make the corner. Four of us on the inside had timed our runs perfectly. We were all pushing each other pretty hard into turn 3, which is a tough place to control it. You just slide up to the outside, which is why the outside's so hard to run. Sims got under me there. But I don't mind running in the back. For most races, I'd worry about the new bonus point thing that we've got going on, where you get bonus points for one bonus point for every 10% of laps that you lead. So if you lead 13 laps, you get 1 point, 25 laps, you get 2 points, etc. But I'm not going to worry too much about that at Daytona. I'm just going to try to keep myself in a good position to win. Try to win the race. And I can worry about bonus points some other time. So the thing about Daytona is that you don't have to lead a lot. You don't have to make a big margin or anything. You just have to be in the lead pack at the end of the race, whatever that takes. Sometimes that just means you're battling it out after a restart at the end. Sometimes that means that you have to, it's just you and one other person. But at the end of the day, you gotta be right there with the leaders, and then you can make your move. So I just try to keep whatever line I'm in working well. Make some friends. Hang out and see if I can get lucky for the ending. It's like Burnout made a mistake there. That's the thing about running the outside. It's really easy to go just a little bit wide on the front stretch, and then you're in the wall and out of the pack. You have to be careful if you're running the inside line like we are to not hit the yellow line in the corners, but as long as you're cognizant of that, it's much less risky down here, even if it's a little bit less fast. Almost hit the wall there. Took me like a whole lap to get pulled back up into that group. Sam's picking up laugh, it looks like. I should be able to get back in from there. Maybe. See what happened, if it warranted a yellow or not. You saw the laugh was slow there. Hope it wasn't a yellow since we lost the draft out of it. But should pick up with Burnout and Deluxe. Looks like we're gonna pit on lap 25-ish. So you can cut this into a four stop race. If it did go green, you go 4 stops, no problem. I'm guessing Burnout's already pitted since we've caught up to him. As he figures get the pit stops out of the way and then try to take advantage of the draft. But we're all going to have to pit as well. It's not really going to help him. Sims pits, but nobody else does. I had a big boost there off of Burnout. We're going to lose Sims out of this, I think. Whoa! G-Mick was trying to make the same same thing that I was doing. Oh, burnout didn't fit. He's trying to give us a heads up. But just like stopped on the track. Deluxe is going to be out in front of us. Burnout's going to be in the pack. I gotta watch out here and make sure I don't lose the draft. They're not pulling off of Deluxe though, so shouldn't be as much of an issue. Was what I was worried about. They would get the pull off of Deluxe and I wouldn't get the pull back into them. But I'm good now. Might try to pick up Deluxe here. Let him be the leader. That way I can lead laps. He can be in a good spot and there's no reason for him to mess me up. I think Shemek was thinking the same thing. I hope Deluxe if we do get a caution. Charter's trying to sneak in. That's what we're doing. Car definitely does react differently when you get body slammed like that with this new car setup. Burnout's working with us now because he knows as long as Deluxe is lead lap, he's a lucky dog. So he's in a good position. Ooh. The whole lag scared me there. This line's starting to pull ahead a little bit. I'm still fighting with Jaws for the laps led, but it's definitely working well. Right as I was just wondering if we were going to catch up to Laugh, see him up in front of us. Question is, what do Deluxe and Burnout do with another lapper in the mix? What's best for all of them will be for them to all be in front of us on the lead lap. Deluxe is going around Laugh here. Ooh, and then he cut me off. Okay. Doesn't work for me. Question is Jaws going to do with Laugh what the two of us are doing with Deluxe? I got shuffled back with Charter moving up the track. It kind of stole the outside's momentum. Charter cut up in just trying to make a pass. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. It's so tight here. Everybody racing hard. Just kind of glitched to the inside of Deluxe. I wasn't intending to at all. Yeah, they're getting a little restless down there. Carter and Jaws. Just kind of hanging around out back. Yeah, if we can get it going. Yeah, we can get this back going okay. We still got like 8 laps till pits. 8 or 9 laps. So we can keep this green. Yeah, it was fine when it was just like me, Deluxe, and it was me, Deluxe, and Burnout working together. It worked all right. Once people were starting to get antsy, once they figured out what we were doing, it's kind of a matter of time until we got squeezed up there. Thankfully, Deluxe and Shemek helped to reel us all back in. I'd rather be on the bottom if they're going to be doing moves like that. Now, Deluxe and Laugh have to race each other since Deluxe isn't out in front. This Charter is leading the pack. It makes the race for Lucky Dog a bit more difficult. Deluxe shoots around the outside. And then he got stalled there, but now he's got to run. Getting into that classic situation where the inside's getting pretty antsy, and so they're drifting up and taking the runs away and moving that run down to the inside. It's not that it's unfair or anything, it's just that it makes it a lot more volatile to try to run the outside line. To maybe like hit a lap early. I wish there was a way to communicate, get like Shemek and Deluxe to hit a lap early with me and see if we can split the pack up. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Should not let this all on the outside. So they're pitting. Interesting. Looked like a bit of a clusterfuck there, so going around the outside might be the way to go. Alright, here we go. Burnout almost hit Shemek there. Looks like we are gonna get caught by the other pack. Unless me and Shemek can hook up with Sims and break away, but I think Burnout's close enough. Hang on. Yeah, he's going faster than I am. So we're all gonna become one big happy family here in a minute. Alright. Couldn't remember if Sims was 2 laps down or 1 lap down. He's just 1 lap down because he pitted too early this past time. Once again, Burnout's in a decent spot. About to catch Sam. If spot to hit Shemek there. We're done. Sims are gonna race. That's gonna bottle everything else back up. I honestly don't mind having a couple lap cars up ahead, as long as they work together, because they really are. Or they're doing it very strangely. Time to get a drink this whole race. So now, looks like Sam's gonna lead the inside lane. Sam's on the outside. Shemek's getting laps led for this part. Sims slid up into our lane. Or Sam, not Sims. Sims was already in our lane. Shemek there, we just kind of flickered. Maybe the last Sims, it looks like. Oh, he disconnected, and yeah, he was on track, I think. Means Deluxe will be lucky. Yeah. I'd seen that laugh had fallen back, but I didn't know what the cause was. And a nice halfway break. Oh. Why's my controller not working, but I was still typing? Okay, I guess Jaws a second. I couldn't remember. Alright, we're all here. So how many laps do we have left? We got 62 at the line. So that's gonna be like 2.5 fuel runs. So that'll make things interesting at the end if we don't get another caution. Sims is trying to get a fuel advantage. Am I hanging out in pit road? Not really. Actually might screw him up if he doesn't know when we're gonna pit. He could think that we all have a lap to go, and in reality, we're all pitting. He might get screwed. So we're kind of 10 laps off, give or take, from being able to do this in one pit stop. So if we get a caution, hopefully it'll be after at least some amount of laps, not immediately. A few cars are going to be on different pit strategies as well. I think they should be able to make it in 2 stops too. It's just that they're going to kind of be off sequence, so it's going to be hard to make it work long term. I'm honestly quite happy to just push Schumach here. Been working together well, and Burnout's helping too. Although this time Burnout's actually on the lead lap, so there's a little bit different incentives, but as well as we were working together, and as easy as it makes it, he might be content to work with the 2 of us. If not, it's fine. I don't mind just hanging out on Schumach's bumper for now at least. Whoa! Or, wow. Yeah, that was kind of weird there. I just kind of had so much momentum and missed hitting him. He's leading that middle lane with Deluxe. Charter, there we go. Yeah, I got hit from behind right as we were entering the part of the corner where you have to actually turn, where you don't have the freedom to correct. I just went right to the outside of Schumach because he was running a little bit lower, and it seems like he's doing that consistently too. He's trying to stay a little bit further from the wall just to be safe. It's hard to run into him. And you get that push going into 3 and it pushes you out wide. I'm turning as hard as I can, but because I have so much more momentum, I just can't follow that tighter line. It's okay if they're too wide, if we're too wide, but when we get 3 wide, that's when it's hard to avoid the middle lane and still hit that tighter line, so that's kind of the problem, but I think it works so far. Looks like Burnout got held up a bit there by Sam. They just lost momentum somehow. Oops. Yeah, that was kind of the problem I was having trying to push him. He got the same thing where he got the push, just barely flickered into the wall, and then luckily we're all able to get back together. Now we got probably up front a couple cars on different pit strategies. Whoops, is pitting. I think now Sam was on the lead lap, so he should be good as well. So Sims and Laugh are the ones who are going to be in trouble here. Or, sorry, Deluxe and Laugh. Everybody here. Kind of like what I did at the finish of the shootout. It's gonna kind of suck if... I'll hold back and make sure that Schumach can get back up with us. Since he kind of got slowed down. Not of his own fault. laugh pretty soon here. Doing some interesting stuff here. He's not really leading an outside line. I'll try to get a laugh out in front, and then I'll burn out. I don't know if we're going to be able to make this. We did it, just barely though. So Shimek's gonna catch me. If he gives me a bump here, I can get enough speed to catch back up to the back of the pack. There we go. No need for a caution. Keeping this race green. Just barely. And we finally made it. 2 laps away from pit time. He's off the track. I was gassing off a little bit there to help out Shimek, so I don't know if we would have enough to make it. I think we got it this time. Shimek just screw himself typing. Yeah, try to burn out her. I can go a little bit there. We've got. Okay. Yeah, I think Shimek just lost the main pack from typing. I could do a fuel saving thing here. Everybody's working together, Jesus. Okay, going faster than the single car groups if there's go 4 wide every turn. Stop. I don't know if it's worth it to like try to save fuel, get cute, save a little time. I don't think it really matters where you are coming out of the final pit stop, as long as you're in the main pack. So I just did that. Wouldn't put me in a good position. At an awkward point. A bit tight. I just kind of backed out. Cause a wreck. And the Wilks are pitting. They're going to be really close on fuel. Not really any incentive for me to work with Schumacher specifically. Doesn't really help or hurt me. Kind of just hanging out at this point. I'll use the pack for anything stupid. Ooh. That flicker scared the shit out of me. I think burnout might be saving a little fuel here. Okay. Sam was gonna put that in front of everybody and did evasive action just in case. So just kind of got out of the way there. that was, but didn't affect anybody on different laps. He's calling that, okay. Yeah, it looked like Shemek had it was kind of a long Yeah, so Shemek and I got wrecked. This was like before the last pit stop, and we just barely snuck back up to the pack. And then, so we didn't call it yellow. But Shemek was a little bit slow coming in. Shemek was a little slow still coming into the pits, so he lost the draft on pit exit. It looked to me like he had he was typing trying to come out of pit road and had lost the pack because of that, and so I didn't think anything of it. And then both he and Sims disconnected apparently, but they looked like they were yeah, it looked like they were disconnected, like they retired, because they both pulled into really safe places. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll talk about how to fix this moving forward. It's kind of an odd sequence. We don't want to call yellows, but like, yeah, Shemak's just having connection issues. I didn't want to hit Brown like that. How much gas do I need? I'm just gonna go with a full tank. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with a full tank. play it safe in case we get more delays. We'll have to pit. I gotta figure out order. Yep, that's the right order. Yeah, I feel bad because we try not to call yellow flags all the time, because otherwise, like, if you did it for every time, then you would never go anywhere at Daytona, and you couldn't have, you know, a fair race throughout the whole distance. But at the same time, we should have called it there. So, yeah. It sucks, but that's kind of how it works out sometimes. We'll have to figure out a better way to do this in the future. Either way, we've got 17 laps to go. I'm not entirely sure. I think Glaff, Shemek, Sims are off the lead lap. Everybody else is on. Everybody's good to go on fuel, theoretically, unless they screwed up their pits. Stay in here long term if he's gonna. He's gonna do his old spinning laps down as he is. That was a big move. $14 to go, 13 to go with the wide. Not gonna run down here with burnout the rest of the race, but I'm doing that. Keep myself in a good position for now. Worried about burnout's not protecting the yellow line super closely. It's safe there by Laugh. Burnout's not really hugging the yellow line. So if I go up to push him and follow him, it leaves me vulnerable versus right on the yellow line. Could jump under Jaws at any point. There. He's doing that. What Charter tried to do, he got on the yellow line though. Hopefully able to avoid him. Puts burnout back into the lead of this line. Sam coming across. Looked like a lag. 9 to go. Oops. Wasn't trying to pass him there, but that worked out. Flickered right as I was trying to line him up, and I missed him. A bit too low there. for a bit. Pits now, save a lap. Couple went for it. Deluxe push. Fortunately, you're not going to be lined up. Keep pushing, but. We can really do to work together like we just were. Guessing, yeah, Burnout and Jaws got tires. And I'm at 93, so that's not going to have an effect, really. Has a tiny bit of an effect, but not enough to make a difference. Is that everybody? Am I missing someone? Crash for Shemek. Hashtag crash for She. Shy. Whatever. 5 laps to go here. Try to get a run, but keep it safe with not passing Deluxe at the line. Yeah, I didn't figure Burnout would push me, but he is. Okay. Take it. Again, yeah, there he is. I've been pretty consistent just running the bottom line. So there's no mystery what I'm going for. Got 3 to go at the line. Carter's going all over the place there. 3 to go. Push as long as I can. I gotta make a move at some point, but I don't want to make the move too early and not have a chance at the end, so keep it conservative for now. 2 to go. Basically what I did in the shootout. It's really all gonna come down to who Shemek favors if I do make a move. Red flag is this time by. Protect my bottom for now. Make sure that nobody can slide in and then try to make a move if I can. White flag. That didn't work out. Alright. Oh, Deluxe got sideways. I think Charter got it. Yep. Charter won, then Burnout, then me. 3 wide at the line. Yeah, I wasn't gonna really have anywhere to go other than push push Deluxe. But then Deluxe hit the inside line, got sideways. So I went to the outside of him, and I got a little bit of a run, but not enough to catch Charter and Burnout. Charter burnout me on the podium, then Sam Deluxe got 5th out of all that. That sucks. Laugh in 6th, Jaws in 7th. Shemek in 8th, and Sims in 9th. Charter gets his first ever cup win. 6 years later, apparently. Yeah, no problem, Deluxe. I tried. I tried to make a move, but you had it blocked off nicely, so I was just gonna push to the end because I didn't have anywhere to go, and then it just barely clipped that line. It's so easy to do. I think I did something like that, I think 2 years ago, if I'm remembering correctly. It's so easy to hit that yellow line, especially once once you're going into 3, you've got the speed from the pushes behind you, and so you kind of wash up, and then as you're trying to bring it back down to right against the yellow line to block off the run, so that's where it becomes easy. That sucks that you're so close there. Charter's still doing donuts instead of coming to victory lane. And there he is. Well earned. I'm gonna